Our favorite Scarlet Speedster is back just in time for the formation of the Rogues. And guess what? My cat is the Flash MVP. It is time for Flash Chat. Hey everyone, it's me, Just Jess, and I am here with our guest today. We've got director Andy Smith. He directs our evening shows. And we've got street team member Carson Douglas.
How's it going?
He's a big anime fan, and we're really excited to have him here. And how did you guys feel about the episode last night?
I loved it. Very entertaining.
Yeah, you like it?
It was all over the place. It was a great comeback to begin with. I just loved it. Great start to the new second half of the season.
I know, I thought it was a good way to, the Flash was back and they started strong with him training and everybody missed him. Twitter was blowing up with the Flash is back. And speaking of, I think the biggest breaking news is that I tweeted a picture of my cat wearing a Flash headband and Candice Patton, who plays Iris, retweeted it and said MVP. So my cat is the most valuable Flash player. So I mean,
it was an adorable
that
picture.
won my evening. It wasn't adorable. She looks cuter usually.
Having Candice Patton say something, that goes a long way right there.
I know. She's pretty cool on Twitter. She was live tweeting. She's pretty active during the show, so I love the CW actors for that. They are really good about, connecting with their fans. Thanks, guys. We love you. So my cat's the MVP. I was excited. And they got right into the training session with the Flash, which makes me want to go right into Sketchy Wells because did you guys see the foot?
Oh, yeah.
He stepped off.
He was getting ready.
This close.
What was he about to do? What do you think he was going to do?
I think he was worried that Barry was in danger and he was getting ready to stop that.
Do you think he would have reverse flashed, zoom?
That was my assumption. I'm sitting here looking all right, we know he can get out of the wheelchair.
Yeah.
But how fast can he go outside of that now? I mean, is he going to try to save him, without nobody noticing or paying attention?
Yes.
Let's see what happens, man.
So I wonder if he uses the wheelchair to kind of physically make sure he doesn't go running around crazy. You know what I mean? I wonder if it helps him remember, because like Barry, it's his natural thing now to just kind of do things quickly. And so I wonder if he has to use that.
That's a good thought. Keeps him contained.
Yeah, physically. Huh, I didn't think about this till right now. I'm excited. So the one line that stuck out to everybody was Wells saying to Barry, "I hope you don't think of me as an enemy." Ooh. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, there's just so many different parallels between that because we see throughout the entire episode, there are many instances where Barry is having conflicted interests. He doesn't know if he to stick with his training, stick with Dr. Wells, to stick with Joe, in the police task force. So what is his mindset? And I think Dr. Wells notices that he's starting to teeter in line between each one.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't want to be your enemy. And he's always being very sketchy, trying to get people to stay on his side. So Barry doesn't really pick up on that, but I think he's still aware of the tension between both of them, considering what's been going on.
Exactly. And do you think that him saying something like that might maybe spark, when he's starting to investigate more who the Reverse Flash is, do you think that might stick with him? Why would he say, "I hope you don't think I'm your enemy"? Do you think that will come back to him at all?
Down the line, I think.
Yeah.
I think right now he's kind of overlooking it and still in the friendship phase with him. So.
I think so.
Yeah, friendship. Yeah, see, to him, Dr. Wells, we're partners. Barry thought they were friends. No, we're just partners.
Right.
Get that cleared up there,
It seemed like Barry very much sincerely didn't think he was any kind of a threat. And it's interesting, Andrew Kreisberg, one of the showrunners for The Flash, he said, he was quoted as saying at the Television Critics Association press tour that we're going to see what happened the night from the Reverse Flash's point of view in regards, I think he's talking about in Barry's mother's death. And he said, "I didn't say it was from Wells' point of view. I said it was from the Reverse Flash's point of view." So that, again, gets people talking multiple Reverse Flashes.
Right.
So still don't think there's just the one. Like they said, I think there's probably
a family of them, probably.
a whole family. Yes.
Time trial, whatever it is, they're
with
out
all
there.
their matching yellow suits, like The Incredibles. Yeah. It's actually The Incredibles, and that's the end of the show. How do you guys feel about seeing Captain Cold and Heatwave together?
It was great.
Yeah.
They were hilarious together.
The Prison Break duo.
Yeah, there's so many different parallels between that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think that Heatwave is going to go off the rails? Do you think he's going to go rogue from the Rogues? seems like he doesn't want to listen to Captain Cold.
No, he's a little hot-wired. Is that?
Yeah, or hot-headed.
Hot-headed.
Yeah,
Oh, there's so many heat puns we can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you already saw how he's just like, look, we have the painting, we have the money. Why are we doing all this extra stuff? Apparently, Captain Cold has a bigger agenda, which we start to see at the end of the episode to begin with. But I mean, like, why look so far ahead when you can just live for what you got right now?
Yeah.
So there's fire and ice is always going to be opposite of each other.
Yeah, the subtleties. We were joking about the subtleties.
This show knows no subtlety.
No. Even at the end with the prison break of the prison break stars.
Right.
With Snart's sister coming in. I guess that was going to be Lisa Snart, played by Peyton List, who was on Tomorrow People. So that's so nice. Every time a show gets canceled, they just hire them back for the next one.
We got you.
You make it on the CW show, you're gonna be acting for life.
Security. We love that.
Yes. And another preview of another upcoming character, when the Rathaways, the owners of the painting, do you guys notice when they were disembarking the plane? Someone said to them, "Your son called," and they said, "We have no son." And it turns out they're the Pied Piper's parents. So it looks like we'll be seeing them again next week. I believe the Pied Piper episode is next week.
After their painting's already been blown up.
I know. They destroyed the painting.
I know. I know. I was laughing because I was like, what? I mean, what was Heatwave thinking they were going to do with that? I guess sell it, but was it going to be in their evil little den?
It was a really beautiful piece of art.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I'm sitting here just like, they just took it out of the plane, just carry it off. Like, what?
None of us could have made that.
I liked your tweet about shouldn't there be some sort of snuggie for this?
This is a $25 million painting. They're carrying it around like this.
Get it off the plane.
Man, I thought that was funny. I guess it's because we had to see it.
Right.
And these things have to, we know in production, these things have to be done.
We need to see the fire and ice split on the painting as well.
We do. I think we should all, I'd like to see your fire and ice paintings. Maybe I'll make one later. I feel like that would be fun. The actor Andy Mentis, I think that's how you say his name, Andy Mentis, he's a Broadway actor, so I don't know if maybe he'll be musical on the show. Musical Flash.
That's right.
Please don't. I can't with the musicals, no. Sorry, Peter Pan. What was that, NBC, ABC? I don't remember.
NBC.
Yeah, sorry.
With that other one.
That other one. We're not into it. Firestorm lore. We saw a lot. Caitlin went down to Firestorm, the acronym, which is, I mean,
it's an unbelievable acronym.
I know.
I couldn't repeat it if I tried.
I can't either. I don't.
Scientists know we're just like firestorm. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, we don't know. But we were finally introduced to Jason Rush, and he is part of the Firestorm lore. And he said how his partner, Professor Martinstein, who will be played by Victor Garber, who I call Titanic Guy, or the mean guy from Legally Blonde. Spoiler alert. Alias, yeah.
Oh.
Look at him go.
Okay.
He's on like everything. Yeah. That's cool. I still Titanic. Go you. So he was he published without the university's permission, he published their findings with this. It's like a transmutation project, which is what Firestorm is. And so the university shut them down. He goes to try to get private funding from a secret friend. Who do you guys think the secret friend is?
Sketchy Wells.
Sketchy Wells. And I think he was there the night of the particle accelerator thing. They haven't seen him again because he's now become the ML guy.
I actually didn't even think about that, honestly.
Yeah.
See, now you got my mind going everywhere on this.
The cogs are turning.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was just people we didn't know of, but now you're just saying Sketchy Wells might have been that hidden liaison between them. Now I'm just like, okay.
It's all, I mean, this Flash world, it's hard to keep it straight. It's all
it is.
tied together.
He already knows enough, so yeah, it's just like, why not think that's probably him?
Yeah, and they reference General Eiling as well. I think that Eiling, the guy who, he had something to do with that Gorilla Gad, too. Grodd Gad. Yes, Gorilla Grodd.
He should be coming up again soon,
yeah,
also.
I want to see that. I want to see a big animal monster happen. I think that, why not? I mean, just go for it. And there's talk about, if there's going to be a spinoff from The Flash, it's probably going to be the Firestorm duo.
Okay.
They seem the most to be, like, that could have a full storyline of show. So there's been rumors. Would you guys be interested in a Firestorm show?
Absolutely.
I'd be interested in just seeing them on this one.
The track record so far between Arrow and Flash is fantastic.
It is.
So I'd bring them on.
And do a crossover again because I loved it.
The crossovers are great.
Yes. Eddie Thawne, we saw in this episode, he is now the Flash's biggest fan. Not as big as Clemmy's cat, but he is also, I mean, Clemmy's would grab a cold shield, hop right in front of the Flash too, any day. How do you think this is going to affect that love triangle now that he seems to be a fan of the Flash?
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out when did he make that transition, because for the longest, the last 3 or 4 episodes, he's sitting there saying, "Oh, I gotta catch the Flash."
Right.
Did Candice just happen to? I mean, Iris. Sorry, Candice Patton. Iris. Did she happen to just like convince him that Flash is good, or does he have his own secret motive to try to like lower the guard of the Flash and get to him one day?
Right.
Or
I can see
maybe
that.
his moment with the Reverse Flash in the last episode also kind of
Maybe.
Yeah. So now you gotta pick a
set
side.
gears turning. That this is a little scary.
Yeah, I mean that would do it.
Right.
I would probably not go back on the field quite yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe need to.
Make sure all
take
these
some-
shields are fire and ice proof and speed proof and every other kind of proof.
I know you would find me maybe in the Bahamas for a couple minutes, and then I'll come back eventually and do a desk job.
That'd be
I
nice.
was.
I was also really happy to see Eddie actually take part in something. too.
Yes.
He's always kind of on the fringe of stuff, and this time he was integral to the climax.
He was, and I like Carson's idea of that maybe he has a secret agenda.
Sure.
So that's
doing
cool
what he has to
too.
do. Right.
So, I don't know, maybe something sparked in him, or maybe he knows more than we think and he's good at playing dumb. I don't know. But Rick Cosnett, we enjoy watching you act. The roomies thing, the final scene between Joe and Barry, where like, I guess we'll be best buddies and eat pizza, which made me want pizza.
Yeah, I know, right?
What are your thoughts on? I mean, it was cute, but
I just love Joe. So I mean, how can you not? Joe
Yeah.
is,
it's one like there's Flash has those moments in it where you're like, that's hokey, but I
It's
still
hokey.
kind of like
Right.
it, or that's obvious, and I still kind of like
I just
it.
think it's funny because, like, basically just hang up a banner that says the Joe and Flash bachelor pad is officially open. They lost, all the women are out. They lost the same woman technically, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. So it's just like, nah, hey, let's do this. You got the speed, get the pizza, the beer. Let's have fun with this, you know what I'm saying? It's never happened before.
They're having the bachelor pad.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to see more of Iris. I think Iris
Sure.
is going to be doing a bigger part of the series towards the end of this season. I think she's going to have a more integral role, and I'm excited to see her have more depth because right now we kind of just see her as a, oh guys, what's going on? Is the Flash here? With the umbrella coming out. I was like, not now.
Right, like, how did you get out there?
I
Like,
know. Would you have you're on the tweet of it or something? I don't know.
her
So-
building had just been evacuated.
Oh yes, okay, yeah. So
Who knows?
I'm excited to see her have more depth because right now I love Candice Patton, not the biggest Iris fan, but I would like to see more from her, more of what makes her such a love interest for all these gentlemen. So we'll stay tuned, maybe next week, but you can catch The Arrow tonight at 8, followed by The 100 at 9. And next week, we're going to have Carla Marsh on from Heroes, and she's going to be talking with us about the Heroes Minicon. It's coming up on the 31st. We will be there. WCCB will be there all day. Carson will be there dancing away. We'll be playing Plinko for prizes. Yes, Carlton.
Gotta
He's
do
probably
it.
the best at the Carlton of anyone I know. And we will we'll be playing Plinko for prizes, and our Flash will be out there. So come out and say hello to us. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can find me on Twitter at Just Jess WCCB or Facebook.com/JustJessWCCB. Till next week. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Flashy.
Stay flashy.